Hello, we're going to play a game.
Welcome to Voyager LCAR's menu system.
Menu system. Well, as you guys can see, right now I'm going to play Star Trek Elite Force. So we begin new game. Let's do normal. I played this game a dozen times. I have to admit, I passed this game by doing cheat codes, but I want to try to beat this game by not cheating. So let's play, shall we?
On Stardate 48315.6, the USS Voyager was transported beyond our control, 70,000 light-years across the galaxy to the Delta Quadrant. There, without aid from Starfleet, we began our 70-year journey home. In our numerous encounters, we came into contact with many dangerous and violent species. Having a limited crew with no chance of reinforcements, we determined that we needed a specialized team to handle the more dangerous situations. Tuvok, Voyager's chief of security, assembled an elite force of security personnel named the Hazard Team. Ensign Monroe is second in command of this uniquely trained team.
Game goes very well with the movies, Part 1 and Part 2, the TV show and the movies.
The Hazard Team has beamed to a Borg cube on a dangerous mission. However, the team was quickly overwhelmed, and the IMOD is now in the hands of the Borg. Separated from the rest, Monroe is attempting to rescue the team.
Okay, let me see if I can remember everything. Not a threat to the Borg yet, so they won't attack me until I am.
Monroe to Tuvok. I've been cut off from the rest of the Hazard Team. I don't know where they are.
Mr. Monroe, we have isolated your team members' life signs. They appear to be trapped in the tertiary power modulation chamber. Rescue them at any cost.
Acknowledged. Tertiary what?
Ensign, I've uploaded your mission objectives and tactical information. Review it now before proceeding.
Cross left and right. So, X is dump. Yeah. Okay, good. And if I'm not mistaken, the mouse buttons are suit. And as you can see, they're all basically dead zombies now. So come in here. Save my ammo for when they attack. Get back a little bit more. Yeah, the beginning was always easy. This is so embarrassing. Yes. Okay, spacebar.
Monroe! My savior. Get the IMOD. It's on that table.
I will. Give me a...
Thanks, Monroe. Let's go.
You got your weapon, I got mine. No spacebar. Oops. I think I went the wrong way.
Thanks, Monroe. I'll get Odell back to the ship.
Watch your back! There's another one!
Yeah, oh, I have to protect my team because if they die, I
Force
lose.
field? I don't see a dis note here. I'd come with you if I had an IMOD, but let's say I stay here at Odell. Nice shooting, Monroe. Hey, Monroe, if you're not back in 5 minutes, I'm not going in after you.
Okay.
Hey, the force field's down. What the? Monroe, some borg just beamed in and they're...
Everything's fully charged.
The board to fatigue. We're there.
Beam out, Chang. You've done all you can here.
Aye, sir.
Almost done with this Borg ship.
Monroe to Voyager. I've located the hazard team. They're trapped behind some sort of force field.
Acknowledged, Ensign. See if you can locate the control console for the force field.
Be careful.
There we go.
It's not working. We don't have time for this.
No way! No!
Told you. Well, what was I supposed to do?
Mr. Monroe, your tactical approach was, shall we say, tactless.
All right, hazard team, report to debriefing. Nice going, Monroe.
Sir, if I may. Was I supposed to know the panel would explode?
That point is not relevant, Mr. Monroe. A given situation is not as predictable as you might desire. Your reckless decision has caused the death of you and your teammates. You have failed. Had you followed standard hazard team procedures, you may have survived the simulation and achieved your mission objectives.
Yes, sir. Procedure.
Speak freely, Ensign. Deck 4.
With all due respect, sir, I don't think procedure would have mattered. There wasn't any way I could have possibly rescued them.
Someday, Mr. Monroe, you may be called upon to do the impossible. Consider this to be your personal Kobayashi Maru.
Red alert. All hands to battle stations.
Computer, reroute turbo link to the bridge.
Status.
Captain, we have reports of secondary EPS conduits on decks 8 and 9 rupturing.
Warp drive is offline.
What happened?
We responded to a distress signal from a derelict vessel and it opened fire.
Tuvok, they don't respond to hails. Maybe we need to send a clearer message. Target their weapon systems and disable them.
Firing phasers. Direct hit. Phasers had no discernible effect. Aft shields are down, Captain. Rerouting auxiliary power to the shields.
Captain, I'm getting reports of extensive damage on decks 9 and 10. We're not going to survive another hit.
Photon torpedoes, full spread.
Torpedoes away.
Everyone all right?
I am undamaged.
What just happened?
Captain, we seem to have been torn from normal space. I think we've been pulled through some sort of isodimensional rift.
Where are we?
Apparently, here, Captain. Sensors and most of Voyager's primary systems are offline. Until repairs are made, it may be difficult to ascertain exactly where here is.
Classic Star Trek Voyager opening.
Captain's log, stardate 53854.7. Voyager was attacked by an unknown force and transported to some kind of starship graveyard, whereabouts unknown. The ship is heavily damaged. Communications, propulsion, and other systems are offline. Until repairs are done, we're utterly helpless. Stranded. Let's get this ship back together, Chakotay. Get damage control on.
Here we go.
Harry, find out what you can about those other ships, and exactly where we are.
Aye, Captain.
I think they did a great job.
There's a containment leak in engineering. If we can't get it sealed, we're going to have a warp core breach.
Ensign Monroe, you're wearing a hazard suit. Get down to engineering and help Alana seal that leak.
Oh, do I have to?
Captain, we're drifting. Attempting to compensate with maneuvering thrusters.
I'm having a hard time getting any sensor
Turbolift
information
control
on those derelict ships,
malfunctioning.
Captain.
Initiate
Deck
Deck
11,
and see if
engineering.
communications are back online.
That was a nice little brief tour of the bridge. Unless we're taking the turbo lift.
Sir, here's the damage control progress for the aft side of the deck.
Good.
Garrett, can you give me a hand with this plasma relay?
Hit that panel and bring up a container.
Hurry up. Oops. Pressed it too soon. Sorry, dead crewman. Surprised he's not wearing a red shirt. But yeah, if you press it at the right moment, you could have saved him.
Sorry, Monroe. The data shunt's been severed here. Everything down this way is shut off.
Hey, we're getting a power surge here.
Monroe, quick! Hit that panel and shut off this relay.
That was close.
Another close call. This time the guy didn't die. Alright, remember where I have to go.
Warning. Hazardous material detected.
Yeah, I have to get over to that control panel. Wait, no, that one right there.
Monroe, what took you so long? We've got a warp core breach in progress. You need to get in there and shut it down. There are two things you have to do, so listen carefully. First, cut the power relays on the main floor, then go to the upper level and decouple the dilithium matrix. Wait a minute. You're going to need a helmet to get through that coolant leak.
I've got one in my transporter buffer.
Hurry up and find those terminals. There isn't much time before we lose containment and have to reject the core.
Hurry, Monroe. I'm not sure how much time you've got left.
Attention. Warp core breach imminent. Access denied.
Monroe, I just remembered. You're going to need the access code to...
Displaying power relay access code. Got it. Access granted. Power relays have been cut. Attention. Warp core breach in 30 seconds. Dilithium matrix decoupled. Warp core offline. Core breach averted.
Good job, Ensign. That was touch and go there for a little while.
No problem, Lieutenant.
Okay, let's get a cleanup crew in here. Seal that leak. We need to get main power back online. Vorik, give me a hand with the resonance cascade modulator. That isodyne array has to be modulated to exactly 4.7 microjoules. Yes,
Intruder alert! All security and hazard team personnel to the loading dock.
Ensign Stats, is the coupling matrix back online yet?
Just another couple of minutes, sir.
Deck 8, loading dock.
How's it look, Justin?
Not good. The whole intermix matrix...
Well, I think I'm going to take a break right now. But I'll come back and play this game
Here, Monroe, take it.
a little later. After I get some other stuff done. Play game, save. New computer in
Logging
program.
off LCAR's menu system.
Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys a little later.